3 weeks, starting by playing the qualifiers for 2 weeks, and the top 64 got into the playoffs, and they've been playing throughout the last few weeks. And today we have the top 16 brackets, um, and let's see who we're streaming for match day. Lots of players here are actually really great players from traditional chess. From my understanding, there are quite a few GMs actually. I can't see it from their names here, but being traditional GMs in chess obviously gives you an advantage, but it doesn't mean they are the best any chess player. That's why we have this tournament. That's why we have this game, is to give people opportunity who are familiar with any chess um, a potential chance to beat actually the best traditional chess player. So this tournament featuring Anichess and chess.com, we're really excited to kind of get to the final eight and crown a new champion. I think Tuesday is our finals match. We have final 16 today and more matches on Monday, and then our finals, semifinals, and finals on Tuesday. And just to explain the format of the matches today, each match is a best of three series. The first player to win 2 games advances. If tied after 2 games, a third game will act as a tiebreaker. No draws allowed. How it works is how any chess works and how it's different from chess is there are 9 spells total in any chess. And for this tournament, in every best of three match, each player must choose actually 3 different spells. So you're not allowed to continually use the same 3 spells. We saw this in previous seasons, previous tournaments. A lot of players just continue to use the same spells, and we want to change this up and to get the viewers, to get the players to really think about what spells they should use, different combination as we refine the game better. And once a spell is used in a match for these best of three matches, it cannot be used again in the future rounds. So players need to really strategize how they're going into this best of three. Should they have the best spells in game one and game two? What happens if they actually, go into a tiebreaker into the third game without their best spells? So that's going to be quite exciting. And most of you watching are probably familiar with the spells on Anichess. These are the 9 spells, and some of the most popular spells is Shot in the Dark, which takes a piece, turns a piece invisible for 1 turn. Queen excluded, and then when you move it, the actual opponent will not see it for the next turn, and that costs 3 mana and capped at 3 casts. There are other really interesting spells. Bishop 2.0, that's actually letting your bishop hop over 1 piece in its path and allows you to capture. So that's one of the really good kind of end game spells that are used throughout any chess. Other really popular spells, House Recruit, creating a pawn on an empty square from the 3rd to the 6th rank. That counts as 1 move. Really good for people who are looking at defense and chess. Other spells like Imposter, allowing you to swap a piece with an opponent piece. Seen lots of interesting strategies with Imposter. Um, One of my personal favorite, Queen Time. That's allowing a knight, bishop, or rook to move like a queen during a turn. The piece can capture anything except for king during this move. That's my personal favorite, Queen Time. Other spells, Tactical Necessity, sacrificing a piece to destroy the opponent's piece of lower rank, except kings and pawns. There's parkour mech, transforming a piece king, except king and queen, into a knight. Casting the spell obviously counts as a move. Really interesting one, new spell for those who's been with our game for a while. They would know that Pengu Dive. That's a new spell featuring a popular IP, Pengu Dive, and teleport one of your pieces to an empty space within 3 by 3 area.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Karamiru.
Hello, Tom. Hi, everyone. I'm Kara.
Hi, Kara. So awesome to have you join us. Um,
Okay.
Karamiru, like I said earlier, one of the champion of our last tournament, and also participated in our earlier tournaments partnered by with YGG. Karamiru, maybe do a quick intro of yourself.
Hi, I'm Kara. I'm the former Bybit champion. And I'm super excited to be here. And we've seen some incredible games so far. With the top 16 on the way, I think the competition is getting tougher, Tom.
Yeah, I think as the game becomes more mature, I just feel like players are more used to the spells in Anichess, and then more traditional GM level players are coming into our game as the game becomes more popular. Do we also have RSL? I can see RSL coming on the screen here.
Yes, and of course, I saw a few grandmasters from Europe's IMs from so some other IMs from different countries,
Yeah,
especially US. There is Germany, and there are some underdogs from I guess from Philippines. There are many
I
underdogs
see.
here. Yes,
Kermir, are you from Philippines?
yes, I'm from Philippines.
I see, I see. Yeah, I did
Mhm.
see from the final 16 there are people from Europe, US. Um, I didn't maybe players from India as well. I know India is a huge chess market. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if there is top 16 in within our top 16 here.
So far I see Europeans, US, and Philippines. Majority of them
I
is
see.
on the top 16.
Yeah, we've been doing, I know, part of the project team at Anichess. We've been doing a lot of marketing um, in Philippines, so this is where one of our key markets. Okay,
So
it looks like on the screen we have our matchup coming up soon.
yes. So speaking of Philippines, we have here grade YGG. Um, Definitely, she's one of the top players in the Philippines, and she's if I think she it's her first time joining the tournament in Anichess. And we also have Elijah. If I'm not mistaken, Elijah is the current top one um Elo rated in Anichess. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Elijah is also from Europe,
I
and
see.
I'm excited about this match.
Yeah, yeah, great YGG. I guess part of the YGG gaming guild. I'm guessing.
I'm really curious about this match because what spells are they gonna save? Are they gonna save their best spells in the first round, second round, or third round? Let's see.
Yeah. What would your suggestion be? Like I know Karamira being a previous champion of anti chess, how would you handle picking the spells, and what are your favorite spells?
It really depends because I feel like you can you can use your main spell during the second match, or you can use it on the first match. So basically, one of my favorite spells is sleep, and sleep, house recruit. and parkour mech as my main spell. For secondary spell, I would go for imposter, shot in the dark, and beast hop. So because there is a spells restriction now during the top 16, so I'm really curious what will be the player's strategy. We've seen a lot of players use the meta spell, which is the house recruit, queen time, and parkour mech. Let's see if the players will still hang on to the old meta or they're gonna be exploring new sets of spell combo.
Is I know there's been some changes of spells. Did you see how the meta's been changing with Anichess? Are people using the same spell still, or um, has that changed at all? Oh, wait, we're live. Let's look at the
Okay.
match.
We have here Elijah as white. So he's using shot in the dark. Wow, this is my first time seeing this spell. Okay, imposter and queen type. So I feel like Tom, they're not using their main spell in the first match, while Gray is also using tactical necessity, shot in the dark, and beast hop. Interesting. So we have your close match. So kind of systematic
Okay,
position. So knight to e2. So most likely triggering for a piece exchange. So currently it's Gray's turn. Let's see if they're gonna be using their spells.
All right.
And
Hello, guys. Hello, guys.
hi Aracel.
Hello, hello,
welcome
hello.
RSL. So RSL is also another top Anichess player. They'll be commentating today, so I'll leave it to them during the match.
Yes.
Thanks, Tom. So, what we have here? So, all right. So, shot in the
so
dark. Oh,
mm-mm.
impostor, queen time. I
So I
see
feel like
tactical
they're not
necessity.
using their main spells in the first match. So that's
Yeah.
why we have here a surprise spells combo.
All right, all right. So, okay. Pawn takes. So, Gray playing black, right? And Elijah playing white.
Yup.
So,
So as we can see here, both sides are still uncastled. So the black has only one chance to castle, which is on the queen side. Let's see what will be the strategy for white. I feel like both of them are still waiting, and we have here the c3. So probably trying to create an opening in the center. So if d takes c3, b takes c3, then d4. So white will be a slightly edge.
pawn takes. All right. So,
a5. Interesting.
So for side of Elijah, oh right, kicking the bishop, probably castling, right? But
Mm.
bishop half is very annoying, guys. So for the side of gray, so
c6
okay, c6,
and then
right?
castle.
Yeah, castle.
So
But
definitely white is preparing for an attack, right, Arizal?
yep. So I think opening the e file, something like that.
So when you see guys that there is an imposter, as much as possible, get your pieces closer
Oh,
together. And I think black just used a shot in the dark
shot in
spell.
the dark. Yeah.
So definitely
Okay.
bishop e6. That's nice. So
So
queen
white
d3.
bishop is very strong there, so that's why I think okay. Probably
Okay,
pawn
by
takes,
d5.
then
Yup.
okay, pawn takes.
And then followed by bishop b5.
Okay, attacking the king. So All right. So Anichess, okay, king moves.
So
So Anichess,
right now here, I think Gray has bishop, so White needs to watch out for the bishop spells. So that's why he moves king to h1.
yeah.
So slowly, the black is trying to attack on the king side by playing h5.
So probably h4, right? Just
Yep. What I think about
h4.
here. Mm-hmm.
I think h4 or like tactical necessity just to open the G file, something like
Yes.
that. So, all right, queen time. Queen time
Yes.
is available, guys.
So
Queen
definitely the
time.
yes.
All right. So,
Definitely the black needs to be careful because the queen time is on. So most likely the queen will just stay there on the 8 because if the
yep.
queen moves, the minor pieces of white are ready to capture the queen. Oh no,
Oh
the shot
no,
in the dark.
shot in the dark.
Probably rook e1. Let's
Yep.
assume rook
Probably not.
e1.
Probably not.
Yes.
Just stay on E1. Yeah.
Oh, rook e5.
Ooh,
Interesting.
E5.
But what if the white just move rook e8?
Yeah.
Definitely something to watch out. So, knight takes h5. So,
5. Okay.
white has less than a minute. So, white needs to move faster.
Yeah.
And gray has still has a 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah. So much time. So,
Mhm,
what happened to the rook? Should he probably eat the knight? I think rook gonna be trapped in here.
mhm,
But shot in the dark is still up for Elijah. So, probably taking the knight on E4. Yes,
mhm.
knight's very strong. Oh my.
So yeah, that's why two rooks now are missing because Gray just used the rook to capture Knight's opponent.
Tactical necessity.
Tactical necessity. Yeah, yeah. And
So,
Queen E3.
oh, Elijah, 20 seconds, guys. Oh,
Oh,
Bishop
that
half.
is up.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it because the white is in panic time. So
Yep.
this is something that we must be careful. And then probably knight takes f1, king takes f1. So what do you think, Arasol? Are you team black or team white in this current situation?
Great. Have a lot of advantage when it's come to time. So I think just move fast. The right advantage for black
Definitely,
guys.
for black,
But
shot. Mm-hmm,
yep. But as you can see, Rook is trapped in here. So probably yeah, that's what we are talking about. And then shot in the dark, go to F5 and then go back, something like that.
or
What do you think?
probably
Oh, right. H5. Back. How about push?
shot in the dark is kind of like dangerous if you have a rook. But when you
So,
have
right.
bishop,
Oh, no. Oh my God.
yeah, Yeah, I do feel like both players they have to like practice more spells, because if you are not really used to let's say bishop, um definitely your king will be kingsley just like that. That
We are not
that
very familiar, right? If you are not very familiar, like what happened.
mhm.
But we just we just take that the time still on pressure. So
Yes,
it's
there's still
hard.
a time factor. Hmm.
Yep.
It's hard to see things, especially if you are not used to that spell. And
Yep.
tactical necessity, shot in the dark, and bishop is not something that we are um quite
Very
familiar.
familiar, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
I
yeah,
guess we have here for the first match, Gray won the game. So definitely Gray is an underdog. So what do you think or predict for the next match, Arizal?
I think I think Elijah when it's come to Elo is I think 1900, right?
Yeah,
So
1900.
yeah, 1900. So I think he have a lot still have advantage, but facing an unusual spell is very dangerous. You need to be very careful because that is but because most of the time you are not familiar on the spell.
Hmm.
So yeah.
So for
So like
the spell prediction.
I think still if Gray YGG win tactical
Hmm.
necessity using tactical necessity, bishop hop, and then shot in the dark. I think yeah, I think he still used the same spell. But for Elijah, I think he's now using his comfortable spell in here. He's using like parkour make the meta, still house recruit, and queen time.
Hmm.
So but pacing on an impostor spell is also very uncomfortable because it's extremely dangerous. In worst case scenario, it
Hmm.
could lead to the back rank mate.
Yes.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
just let's have like a recap about the tournament format. So we have here the 5+2 blitz format with the best of 3 series, guys. So with the first player to win 2 games advances to the top 8. So in case of a tie after 2 games, we'll have a tiebreaker. And also, don't forget, guys, once we hit the top 16, spell choices become even more intense because we can't reuse spells in the future rounds. So if Gray used the shot in the dark, tactical necessity, beast hop, so definitely they can't use it in the next round. So, as for the spell prediction, I feel like both of them are gonna be using their main spell, especially
yep,
that Elijah lose the first game. So definitely that
Awesome.
is something that he needs to consider.
I think
yep,
our
yep.
next match is starting very quickly. Let's move to the next second match. And for
Yes.
those who are interested in Anichess, obviously, come join us. Anichess.com is free to play. Sign up today. But after our
Yeah.
exciting match round, our match number two.
All right. So, by the way, guys, I love hearing from you. Share on social media which move or spell you think is super awesome.
So Gray on the white
So,
side, so he's using the parkour mech, house recruit, queen time, the old meta spell. And for the black side, we have Elijah using the sleep, my favorite spell,
mhm.
house recruit, and tactical necessity.
Necessity. Very unusual.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
very unusual, but let's see. Maybe he can pull off something with a perfect timing. Bishop
Yeah.
d3.
Bishop d3. So, all right. So the idea of Elijah here is open the king side. Just push the pawn all the way. So just create
Mhm.
when I think when we have a sleep spell, having a created pass pawn, something like that. So it's very dangerous, guys, because when it's come to end game, yeah,
That's true. Sleep can be dangerous during the end game.
yeah, yeah,
So you need to watch out because the pawn can have three promotional squares.
yeah.
Knight
So knight
a6,
is
c3,
maneuvering the
knight
knight.
c7. Hmm.
Probably go to d5 or right.
Possibly d5,
Yep. Possibly all right d5 and then how about
maneuvering over f4. So forking the pawn to g2, bishop d3, and queen. But of course, the kings are still not safe,
yeah,
and the h file is open. So let's see if white will decide to castle on the queen side. So slowly, the knight is moving
probably queen
forward.
side.
Hmm. Probably, yeah.
So for okay, kicking the knight,
You know what? If there's
probably
no knight on d5, there is a potential knight f6.
yep, yep. Knight f6 and mate.
Yes. But of
So,
course,
but shot in the
knight.
dark. What if a gray YGG have shot in the dark and go to f6, right?
Yeah, that is something interesting. Knight c5 here. The black can just move b6, of course, as much as possible. We don't want enemy inside our territory.
Yeah. So now, how about kicking the knight for gray YGG? How about kicking the knight? Oh my god. So house recruit on e4, guys. So pawn is dangerous, guys, when it's come to end game. When you have a slip. So I think like sacrifice this bishop just to eliminate this strong pawn here at the center.
So definitely the pawn on e4 is creating, actually not
All
just
right, yeah,
e4,
like so
f5 and g4 are creating space for black. That's why white decided to capture two
yeah,
pawns for that.
yep, yep. So now again, still have the strong pawn.
Still, we have a
So
center pawn.
center pawn. Oh no. So how about like for Elijah? How about developing minor pieces like bishop, black bishop still. So all right, f3.
So definitely, if you are playing against a sleep player, you should try to destroy the pawn chain. So that's
Yeah,
what's white doing right now. So
pawn takes, pawn
if pawn
takes
takes
queen.
f3, black has only f5 pawn.
Yep. And then just exchange material because Grey YGG have a parkour mech. So yeah,
Yeah. So which is spell check. So right now, gray just uses house recruit. Possible the house recruit will be like after e5, then parkour mech. Yeah. Parkour mech targeting c6 queen and also the g4 pawn. So probably the
probably just
Elijah should beware of the queen time.
yep, queen time. So now I think for the side of Grey YGG, like you need to castle something like that.
The
Queen
position
side,
is too open that the black queen needs to maybe or maybe black needs to capture some minor pieces from white, especially the knight on e5. It's
yep.
quite
That,
dangerous.
Yep.
So I
So
feel
yeah,
like white
speaking.
is just buying time to get more mana.
Oh yeah. So now knight b4.
Knight b4 threatening a fork.
But there's
I
queen. There's
mean,
queen.
if I'm white, I would try to play a3. Of course, we want
Yeah,
the knight out of the battlefield. So knight
yep.
a6.
Knight. Okay. Knight e6.
Do we see a potential sleep? I mean, house recruit for Elijah. Actually, there is
Mm, there
possible.
is
The
how. Oh, this
oh,
is.
I was just talking about house recruit, and I was like thinking of G3 or H3, but
Yeah, g3 h3.
Elijah just made D3. So possibly, like I said, knight C2 fork, and then the
I
queen will
think
have to move away.
sa what about sacrifice the queen? I think he still have a lot of advantage.
Sacrifice the queen.
Sacrifice the
Interesting
queen,
point.
then
Hmm.
knight takes, and then develop the bishop.
Hmm.
Okay, now ready
Um,
to
I think
knight.
there's another threat for black, which is yeah. I was about to suggest slipping the pawn to e6 or f6 to get the knight, but yeah, the king just move
Okay,
away. Knight a1. So spell check. So for
uh,
mana, gray has 6 mana, which is something dangerous or risky for the black queen.
yep, yep. Probably
So
just taking this knight, right?
yup, taking the knight or pushing
So
away the
how
knight.
oh, pushing away the
f6.
knight,
Mhm.
f6. Okay,
Probably if queen takes, there is a rook e1.
yep.
Rook e1 there, then is there a
But
potential
sleep,
flip?
yes, sleep, yeah, sleep,
E4,
sleep.
but there's a rook takes e4. But I mean, if you have a power of sleep, you can just take the pawn on f3. Yeah, just give
Yep,
away your queen and put more pressure. Let's see if gray can hold on to the or can stop the pawn from
yeah.
advancing.
This pawn is very dangerous. Okay,
So both of them. So for gray, less than 2 minutes. Elijah only have 1 minute left. Oh, nice one. Threatening rook takes h2.
so Elijah is less than a minute in here. So how about Queen G3?
Yes, but queen g3 triggering a queen
Ah,
exchange.
Queen, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's fine. And as you can see, guys, there is still queen time, but the black is
Oh wait,
slowly
check.
rec-
How about Queen D4?
queen d4 check, bishop d2. There's still queen time.
There's still Queen time.
Yeah. So
So
definitely black will try to force a queen exchange or try to hide the queen.
yeah. So Queen time is up, guys. Probably okay. Yeah. Okay, Knight
So
C2. So Queen time is still
there's a bishop a6 skewer. But
okay.
of course there's still queen time.
Yeah, still Queen time.
I
Pawn.
think I think Elijah hear my plan. So knight
But
takes
the time,
f5.
the time, guys,
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, rook takes e4, trying to open up the d file, and then followed
Ooh,
by
okay.
e.
Bishop takes, knight takes, and then queen time, right? Queen time. Queen time, okay.
Actually, there's a queen
Oh
time.
my. Okay.
King
King move.
f7, queen c4, maybe queen a7
Guys, the
also.
time, the time, the time, the time. Okay. 12, 10 seconds, guys.
12 seconds. Intense match. Definitely one has to give up. It's either
Okay.
you use the sleep. Yeah, definitely. Sleep saves the day.
Oh,
But queen takes f5 and queen takes e4.
okay. Pawn. Queen e4. Queen e4, house recruit. Yep. Queen e4. Okay. And then house recruit. Just to, okay. Yeah. Ooh, wow.
House recruit. And remember, the whites still have an extra knight,
Yeah, extra knight and extra pawn.
extra pawn. So there is a potential pass pawn. So
Yep.
the white needs to secure the king and stop the rook from invading the back rank.
So 1 second, 3 seconds, guys. Check the clock. Let's check the clock.
This is
Okay.
intense.
Elijah, 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, check.
Definitely need to support the g7. So it's battle of nerves.
Okay.
King
Knight G.
f3.
Okay. How about the time? Okay. 1 second,
1 second.
guys. Three. Okay,
3
check.
seconds. Too close.
Okay.
You know, the whole time I was just only focused on the time. And then king f3. So
Okay.
Gray doesn't have spell, but Elijah has only one sleep and three tactical necessity.
Oh. Oh.
I feel like Gray wants to do a classic chess, a normal chess, and
Oh my.
white wins. All right.
Yeah.
So
Whew.
Gray won the match. So he's
Yeah.
advancing to top 8. So like
Yep.
I said, this is an upset, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
uh, mhm.
yeah, so Elijah is like uh the sleep, the strong center pawns, just super dangerous. That's why at
Hi Tom.
at any moment. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
No, just that was a pretty awesome match. We do have another match coming up in 5 minutes, but what do you guys think about that match just now?
So
Tom
yeah,
was
I think
intense.
I,
Hmm.
yeah, I think using sleep spell still still OP for me. But if you have a if you just easy eliminate the lot of fun, you just win the game.
Hmm. I think that of course the sleep spell is an underrated spell, but you have to use it on the perfect timing.
Yep,
It's
yep,
but I don't personally I don't like using it as a defensive defense side, but if necessary, yeah, I will have to. Um so like I said that actually I'm not expecting that tactical necessity will also
yep.
be included in the in the spell sets, and I was surprised that it was it was used
Probably queen
against.
time. Probably queen time, right? Probably queen time instead of tactical
Mhm.
necessity. I think that's a good idea.
Queen time is
Yeah.
still
Because
OP, to be
yeah,
honest. Even if
yeah,
it's nerf,
yep.
I
you,
see.
you
But
mhm.
yes, taking just like capturing queen, like queen time is about uh quick capturing a piece, right? So I think that's still OP.
That's
Yeah.
still
Hey, I
OP,
have
and
some really exciting news coming up.
mhm.
Before we take a quick 5 minutes break, um, you might, if you guys follow us on Twitter, so that's Anichess Game at Anichess Game. We announced about half an hour ago. Web3 meets
Oh,
the GOAT.
let's
So Magnus
go.
Carlsen will actually play Anichess next week, and that's Thursday, believe 9 p.m. Hong Kong time. For the details, do go to our Twitter or anychess.com. We'll be posting more details. But we'll be streaming Magnus Carlsen versus some VIP guests to be revealed. So this is the GOAT trying any chess game streamed to millions of you guys. Um, Super excited about this event. Yeah, so
Yep,
stay
yep.
tuned next week. Okay,
I'm
we're
really
going to take a quick
excited.
break. We'll go take a quick
Okay.
break, and then for the next match coming up in a few minutes. Hey guys, we're back.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Kermiru, RSL. Excited for the next matchup of
Yeah, I'm really
the
excited too.
next. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly talk through something quite exciting about this tournament. We could bring up the prize pool. So this tournament, Anichess and Chess.com preseason cup, there is a $10,000 USD prize pool, and the champion, which will be crowned on Tuesday, will be winning $3,000. I'm very excited to see what preparation they'll be doing on Saturday and Sunday as this round wraps up today, and then we have 2 days before the final eight, and then semifinals and finals. So $3,000 USD for a champion and 1 year chess.com diamond membership. First runner up, $2,000 and 6 months chess.com diamond membership. Second runner up, $1,000 and 3 months of chess.com membership, diamond membership. Basically, everyone in the top 16 will be winning something. So, if you're interested in future tournaments, get ready. Sign up for Anichess for free at anichess.com, and then keep your news updated on our social. We'll definitely be hosting much more new tournaments in the future. Okay.
Wow, that's pretty sweet prize.
Yeah,
Definitely, it's worth grinding for. It's like who
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
take that kind of reward just for playing chess with spells, right? All right, so we have here a new set of match, which
yep.
is HRY Kuro YGG.
YG.
So HRY stands for Hiraya, so it's a gaming guild. And against Glandy. Glandy was from France, if I'm not mistaken. Glanty was from France. Yeah, he has a 10
Yep.
years experience and he's a positional player. So while Kuro, um, years of playing chess is I think he's also
Like
three more than 3 years, and
more than
he's
2 years,
also
right? A
a
positional
positional
player.
player. As far as I know, but I haven't played against them. I mean, against Kuro. Glandy, I think we've matched before.
Yeah, me too, me too. Like I think like when I face Gandhi, he just experimenting spell like using sleep and then like tactical necessity,
So
like
definitely
unusual
Kuro
spell.
is another player from the Philippines, and he's playing as white for first round. And what do you think about their spell prediction,
So
RSL?
Kuro YGG is from Philippines. So I think
Yes.
he got the meta spell like house recruit, parkour mech, queen time, sleep. So
Mm. I think as far as I remember, we covered Kuro before during the YGG
yeah,
tournament, and yeah, so we have they use their main spell, guys. They
yeah.
use the old meta.
Okay. They move so fast. So house recruit, queen time, and parkour mech. Okay, house recruit on d4.
Knight
King denied.
g5, overextending, but let's see, knight h3 or followed by h4.
Yeah,
Definitely,
probably
I think
h4 or
I
h4.
think let's see. So both have same set of spells, and Glandy just use his house recruit
House recruit on e4.
probably to dominate the center and to have a little edge.
Okay.
Queen b5.
Queen
Interesting.
v5. How about
because
c6?
Glandy still have 3 mana, so that's why he's confident to move. Kuro is confident to move his queen around. So maybe after like taking the pawn to b7, um the queen will try to make chaos around the
Yeah. So okay,
queen side.
oh, but knight still hanging, right? So
The knight still hanging. It's either Kuro wants to save his queen or wants to save his knight. Be- because that's too risky,
okay,
too
okay. How's
aggressive.
recruit? Yeah,
Do
how's
you
recruit
do
on
you remember
e6?
do you remember last time that Kuro likes to play aggressive?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a very aggressive
Definitely.
player.
mm, but e6 is something interesting, okay? Because threatening to capture the f7 with the knight or with the pawn, or probably the knight on d7.
Yeah.
So Glanty
How
needs
about
2 more mana to apply the queen time.
just to kick this knight?
Can he buy time?
So how about what if pawn takes?
Pawn takes pawn.
Yep. Pawn takes pawn. Okay.
Bishop takes e7.
Bishop
Bishop
is
takes
it?
g5. Mm.
Oh. Okay, queen to queen and then bishop
Bishop
takes.
takes g5.
Wow. That
Almost close
exchange.
to endgame. So this is the time I really like sleep spell because you see I can move. I can place HR around d6 and e6, or even h6.
Okay, knight c3.
So right now, white has a slightly advantage because the white has an extra knight. Both of them use house recruit. So I feel like the white will try to aim for queen time with the rook or against the rook.
Alright. Okay.
Oh,
Queen time.
that's an
Queen times.
early queen time.
But when it's come to material, I think Kuros have a lot of advantage. So still have bishop, parkour mech. Okay.
I feel like anytime soon the black needs to um try to do a pawn storm.
Yep.
And if I were the white, um, this is the perfect timing to capture the pawns with your minor pieces. Maybe at least one minor piece for 2 pawns,
So okay.
followed by rook h7, rook dh1,
Okay, okay. Battery. And then I think this mate,
battery,
right? I feel okay.
parkour
Parkour
mech.
mech.
So I feel like rook c7 and then followed by parkour mech on f5. Or actually, the white can just capture the pawn on a7. So slowly hunting down the black pawns.
Yeah. Yeah.
or
So how
parkour mech
about
on g4
parkour mech? Yeah, on G4. How about parkour mech
to
on
go
G4?
after the pawn on f6.
Yeah,
Spell check. Black has queen time,
queen time. Okay, you are
I
right.
think.
So
Something like um I don't know. I think black is forced to give up the pawn on f6 and make a counterplay. And
whoa, I think
um am I seeing it correctly that the
yeah,
white just captured the pawn on e4?
yeah. Ah, but still mate, still mate. Okay, mate. This is mate, guys. Okay,
Ah,
yeah.
king
And
and then rook
then ah,
e7. But what if there's a queen time?
oh,
We can't tell.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That's too early, but I feel like if
yeah.
f even if you try to move f3, knight takes f6, there is still queen time on f6.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
threatening
now,
rook h8.
threatening mate. Yep, threatening mate.
Is it unstoppable? What do you think?
I think this is unstoppable. Parkour mech on F6, I think still can.
Yeah, it's still not effective because the knight is unguarded on g8.
Yeah.
Um, Another one is queen
Oh
time.
my god.
Queen time. Can we apply the queen time? Definitely not.
Not.
House recruit. We cannot place a
Wait, wait.
pawn along the h file.
Take the bishop and
I
then
mean,
queen time to F8.
no. I mean the knight
How
can
about that?
queen time the rook on h1, right?
Oh yeah.
But there is knight f6 mate. Wow,
Oh.
what an advanced calculation from Kuro. This is interesting. So
Yeah.
whatever black will do, he'll end up getting
Ah,
mate.
end up hitting mate.
I mean, I think even if you queen time the knight,
Yeah, still.
queen
But
time on f8,
yeah, but
knight
still
takes f6, but still it's the same. So
mate.
white wins the game.
Yeah.
So knowing that Kuro is an aggressive player, so we should. I mean, I'm looking forward to his secondary spells on the second match.
Yep.
So for the second match, Glandy will be the white side and
Okay.
Kuro will
Yep.
be on the black side. So definitely, I mean, uh, this is kind of intense game and very interesting because um
Yeah, and I
the
think
previous match
I think
the previous match is they use their secondary spell, while here during Kuro's game and Glandy they both use their main spells.
yeah, main
And
spell.
mhm,
And then but by now we see same spell.
yes, and
Oh
of
yeah,
course
and
I
there's no
feel like
reply,
if
right?
you're yes, it's a replay. So if
Oh, got
if
it.
you're an aggressive player, you're gonna aim for e4 opening, right? So we're aiming for an open position, and seeing Kuro very aggressive during the opening gives me more motivation to to apply some certain tricks. He's hiding
Yep.
some smart moves there. So
Like in
bishop
here,
g4, bishop e2.
and then yeah,
Um,
knight.
Actually, I'm not really a fan of house recruit moving randomly placing it on the center. It's like I wanted it to be like strategical, but yeah. E4, knight g5. I was kind of expecting that.
Like knight G1, just
I I
something
was
like
kind
that.
of expecting like knight e5. And then yeah,
Knight
bishop
h5.
takes, queen takes, and then followed by bishop e7. And then the surprise move here is queen b5.
Queen, yeah.
Yes, which is something out of the line. I wasn't really expecting that move. It's kind of surprise. Yeah, but I like
Queen b5.
maybe
Yeah, queen b5. Yeah, that's queen b5. And then this line, queen b5, queen b7, and then h- house
knight
recruit.
d7 to e6.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that I wasn't expecting at all. I feel like Kuro prepares against Glandy. And
yeah,
yeah, I mean, you just decided to just move your knight to g5 and then playing house
yeah.
recruit
That's very. I think
on
that's very
e6.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're still waiting for the second match. And what do you think is the next spell for both sides? RSL.
Think I think sleep and impostor. Sleep in
Is Sleep
impostor.
Imposter. Now, one of my favorite is Imposter. Definitely swapping your piece onto your opponent is something that is to look forward to. If you are
Yeah,
not,
hobby.
mhm,
Yeah. So yeah, all right. So we have now impostor here. Both impostor, bishop, but Gland is now using sleep and Kuro is using Pengo dive.
so the difference is Glandy is using Sleep and Kura is using Pengo Dive. All
Yeah,
right,
yep.
so let's see. We have here for the first match playing e6 and a6. um this is something that you should look forward to. You will see a lot of fianchetto if there is an imposter spell. Why?
Yeah,
So definitely both sides will be threatening to swap their rooks to prevent castle or
yeah.
to get the rook.
So
Although
knight
if both of you
f4.
mhm,
Yep.
if both of you are using imposter, you can just undo each other's spell, right?
Yeah. So knight in
Okay,
here just
I told you there is
so
a fianchetto or
fianchetto.
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 I remember someone was correcting me that it's fianchetto. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll try to, but I'm used to saying it fianchetto.
Fianchetto.
So d4. I think yeah, g4.
Poor check. Oh, ay. No, cast
King f1.
f1. So bishop still available na. Impostor still up. So Pengu still up.
I can see a potential h4, h5 movement here.
Yep. And then sleep.
Just in case you're curious why the king moves to f1 after the bishop, check the king. He cannot cover any piece because of the bishop spell. Remember,
Spell, yeah.
guys, the bishop can hop over a piece and kingslay your king just like that.
You
f6.
need to.
Oh, sleep.
Okay, sleep. So
I feel
sleep
like the
and
next turn of white could be developing the knight or moving the pawn to h4.
yeah, I think opening the H file is good move here.
it's clear that the white gets more space
Okay, yeah,
because
h4.
of the pawn, because
h4,
of the pawn.
h5, and then oh,
Mm-hmm. H4, H5, then knight H8. And then afterwards, H6.
wait. We can bishop d5. Oh, what if bishop d5 and then push pawn?
King H8.
Yeah,
Bishop D5 and King H8, right?
yeah. And then Glandy
True.
just open the H file. So
So
kicking the
I feel
knight.
like
Oh,
Benga dive.
and good dive.
Yes, the Benga dive is you can hop your pieces within a 5 by 5 area around it. So after moving the pawn to f3, probably moving back to d7,
Yep. This okay. Sacrificing the bishop.
sacrificing the bishop, and no, actually there's a knight
Oh,
e3.
yeah. Knight e3.
But I would simply um I think the black
What
can
if
undo the
just king
imposter.
move?
Hmm. Just king move to f2.
Yeah.
Oh, sleep. I mean, like I said earlier, that sleep is an underrated spell. You can use it 5 times. It can steal
Yeah.
1 mana to your opponent. It's a good set of spells we have here. Peace Hub.
Alright. So we're at
So
bishop.
the
So bishop and then how about just okay b4? What if Glandy just move the phone like sleep? Just open the H file. How about that? Or just knight d4? I mean knight e4. Knight e4. Okay, yeah. So opening the
hmm,
H file.
is is he trying to or does he want to open up the H file or
Yeah.
sacrificing his rook for a knight? Oh, he wanted to give
Ooh.
space, give diagonal for the bishop.
Yeah, bishop. All
Bishop
right.
e6.
Bishop e6. I think bishop e6 first. All right, bishop e6.
Then
Oh
followed by
my.
king h8, force. And then I feel like bishop c3. There is like a potential sacrifice if and only if there is I mean if there is um
Like impostor. Okay. Slip G.
the idea is if the pawn captures the g5, there's a rook h8, rook h6, g takes h6, and bishop to h8.
Ooh. Oh, got this bishop on c3. If the
Yes,
yeah, if you take
so
knight
most
takes and
likely,
then yeah.
but y- I feel like the white needs to be careful because the rook on h1 is unguarded, so it is an
Yeah, unguarded.
imposter prone piece. And right now Glandy is trying to be more aggressive.
Okay. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Pawn takes e4. Bishop still.
Bishop is still on.
Yeah, yeah. How about. Oh, right. How about pawn takes
Uh,
e4 or e5 and then. Okay. Queen h5.
Queen h5 threatening to h7. I feel like
Yep.
black is forced to move the pawn to h6, because
But.
if knight h6,
But.
there's still queen
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
h6.
Yep, yep. But the bishop in on c3 is still dangerous.
Yes, knight f6, queen g6. Oh, bishop. All right.
Bishop. All
Yeah,
right. Bishop.
threatening to capture on h7, threatening mate.
Oh
And
my.
there's another threat, bishop to queen,
Yeah.
to queen and the king. I mean, does imposter still work here? Black doesn't have um 5 mana, so definitely imposter is not up. So if queen
Okay.
takes
Queen
h7,
takes like yeah, impostor.
I mean,
Is that
does Pango
that
dive work here?
I think
if if
oh
not,
right.
imposter.
Impostor. Right, impostor, but
Yes.
can you still undo the
All right.
all
So
right.
leaving that the game for
That's a
Plan
very
D.
nice game.
Nice game,
Nice
GG's.
game.
So we have here a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
So for yes, so for the third match, they can't reuse the spell that they use in the first round, first match and second match. So
Yeah.
definitely we will be seeing the tactical necessity.
New spell, guys. New spell.
Yes,
Hmm,
the tactical necessity shot in the dark,
dark.
and probably another sleep and penguin dive. I mean, I'm super
And
excited with the shot in the dark spell.
yeah,
It's basically it's
that
basically
spell.
like it lets you move a piece invisible for one turn.
Yeah,
It's a sneaky spell
yeah,
that
yeah,
you should be aware of. And if you're not careful, you might lose your king.
yeah. Shot in the dark is very good. When you use night, like if you are if your knight just have a good position at the board and you have a shot in the
Yes.
dark, probably he can just fork. He can fork like or take that. But just yeah,
It's basically the shot in the dark is best or effective for rooks and knight. And
yeah, yeah,
while I'm doing experiment, I totally I feel like Parker Mech should be partner with the shot in the dark because of the night, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's quite predictable if you're gonna use the bishop with
yeah,
SITD.
so
All right, I'm very excited.
yeah.
And then
So how about
I think
so how about we they use queen time, tactical necessity, and shot in the dark, something like that.
I think they can't use the queen time because they can't
Oh
reuse the spell, right? Oh
Huh?
yeah, all right. So like I said, we will be seeing again the slip and panko dive together with the tactical necessity and shot in the dark.
Shot in the dark.
So right now I feel like Kuro is doing or applying the shot in the dark, but of course, oh,
Okay.
interesting. Okay, probably the black just need to castle because if you're not alert with your king, uh, it can be slayed by the
Shot
knight
in
shot in the dark. Yeah,
knight d6 and use shot in the dark, right? Probably knight d6 or knight
C7.
c7.
It's a gamble. Basically, it's a mind game. Let's see if Kuro has the courage to use the SITD. I'm
Okay.
excited for this one. Is he gonna do the SITD?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I told you so.
Let,
All right, I like the
okay.
courage. So, capturing the rook on A8. So, it seems like they have both equal material.
Yeah. So
So, right now, this is the deciding game, right?
yeah.
This is very crucial. So, the white just decided to
So
castle. I thought he
castle.
wants to do H4, H5 again. Let's
Okay.
see.
What? Let's see. How about the I mean f4? Okay.
And I feel like the tactical necessity, you can destroy the knight with your bishop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bishop A3,
Okay.
putting pressure on the pawn on C5, and
Okay.
he moves asleep. I totally missed the sleep.
Slip and then
E4, knight B4, or knight F4.
then
And
knight
the
f4.
shot in the dark is up again.
Boom.
I feel like maybe Glandish just used the shot in the dark just during the knight d5. He can jump to e3 or c3. Yeah, like I said,
Oh,
tactical necessity.
that
It's more effective if you're gonna use it bishop to knight,
yeah.
especially if someone is using SITD, short for short in the dark, guys. And we can't use
So how
Pengu dive
about
for pawns. That would be too
yeah.
OP.
Paying good live and promote.
Yeah, I mean, if your pawn is standing on the fifth rank, then you're gonna use the Pengu dive. That will be OP. So yeah, we can only use Pengu dive for pieces.
Yeah.
So right
So
now,
how
white
about
has a healthy pawn structure.
queen h5? Okay.
All right, I like the timing. So if g6, creating an open space for the king side. I
Okay.
feel like Kuro is trying to move forward his pawn as much as possible because of
Yeah.
the sleep potential. We have an equal material,
So
and right
what if
now, bo-
pawn takes?
mhm,
What if pawn
yeah,
takes?
pawn takes is also good. I mean, I feel like the white is trying to destroy the king shield,
Yeah, king
and
shield.
then trying to wake up the queen, preventing the f5. To be honest, I like
Oh,
Um,
Penga dive.
to be honest, I like the white side here because there's a sleep potential on f5.
Oh, yeah, F5.
Um, if he wants to save, let's say rook h6, it's not effective because we can just capture the queen and try to slip the pawn to promote.
Yeah.
So
So,
definitely we can see, I think Kuro has a higher chances of winning in this position. It's gonna be like pawn takes queen.
okay,
Ooh,
shot in the
shot in
dark.
the dark.
Probably
Even if he used a
H6.
shot in the dark, I would just capture the queen to e6. Still the same.
Queen and then queen and then slip, right? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what?
Actually,
Okay,
just capture the queen and then
yeah, I
push the
think,
pawn to e7.
yeah, you're
Apply
right.
to mhm, shot in the dark.
Okay, shot in the dark. Oh, a shot in
Shot
the
in the dark.
dark.
Yes,
Shot.
I like the mind game. Where do you expect the rook?
Where's the rook? Oh,
F1. Okay.
F1.
And of course, we have your A4 threatening A5, slipping to B6, B7, and again
Oh,
another set of
yeah.
slip. So basically, we are I mean, tactical necessity is not effective right now because
Yeah.
we only have like
Yeah.
rook left.
So, pawn A5 and then slip, right?
Yes, slipping to B6. And then rook G7. I mean, if you wanted to stop a sleeping pawn, you just have to. Oh, okay. Now I know what Glanty is planning. He wants an SITD using his king. So you guys need to be careful
Yeah.
with this one. That's
Oh
the
my
only.
goodness.
I think
That's
that's one way to win this game is to use the
yeah,
shot
yeah,
in the
yeah.
dark using his king, getting closer to your opponent's king. It could be either on f3 or king h3. I mean, I I kind of prefer if like let's say for example he just moves his king to f3 using shot in the dark, and then the king just moved to g1. Then you do have two choices
Yeah.
to move your king to f2 or g2. Oh no. All right.
Okay. Shot in the dark.
I mean, it's so
Oh.
obvious if you're gonna use the shot in the dark
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He could just use it. It's the potential opportunity.
Okay.
I feel
Shot
like
in
it's
the
only
dark.
rook f7.
Yeah. Capture the rook and then use slip, right?
Oh, rook f6. Interesting. And then I think black wanted to push the pawn to e3. So creating also but you know, even
But
if the black push the pawn to e3, there is a slip to e1. The pawn on
I think
d2
there's
can
a
always
potential
slip
mate.
on d1.
Okay.
Shot.
Bang, good dive.
Oh, bang the dive. I thought another shot in the dark. I mean, that's a perfect timing for black to do a shot in the dark and try to attack
Yeah.
the opponent's rook or even the king. I mean, if you want
Okay, shot in the dark. Where's the rook?
where's the rook? Where's the rook? I feel like
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's the safest. So right now Kuro only have tactical necessity, while Glandy still have shot in the dog spell.
Okay, shot in the dark. Still,
What what if he just move his king to h2 and then he moves his king to g1 or g2 using the shot in the dog?
okay, shot in
Crazy.
the dark.
But there's is a king e2. I feel like he needs to move his rook on e7 first before he do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So this
Okay,
is
marching past
like
one.
yes, this is like
So,
a chess, but the white I mean the black still have Pengu dive. Again, this is a deciding game. So whoever win this match will advance to the top 8.
yeah.
Rook
Okay,
h8,
7 seconds.
a6. Yeah, before I mean if you have two pawns on the sixth rank, it's like equivalent to one rook. 6 seconds
Oh,
for Glandy.
okay.
I mean, he can still use his tactical necessity rook for a pawn, right? And then he can just
Yeah.
push forward his pawns. He can just do
Oh,
that
yeah.
and right. I mean, like
If,
I said,
I think
having two
rook
pawns
to rook is
on the
not
sixth rank, I, I
okay.
think, yeah, then white can just move forward the pawns. Just don't worry about the the queen here. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
capture, capture. Then there is a7, b6. Can he
Okay,
Bengo dive?
b6.
Can he Bengo dive using his
Okay,
king? I feel like,
Pengu dive. Yeah, I think Pengu dive first. And then,
I mean,
okay.
if I think Kuro can just use a tactical necessity to rook and then get the pawns and you guys play in normal chess, right?
Yeah.
So clearly, Kuro is winning and
Oh.
white wins. Awesome. So GG's. So we have a score
Two,
of 2 points for
two,
Kuro
one.
and 1 point for Glandy. So Kuro will move on to top 8.
8. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I
okay.
think
So, shot in the dark. Yeah. Shot in the dark is.
the shot into dark is really interesting spells, especially if you want to use I mean, I like the idea your king attacking your opponent's king using shot in the dark.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I am looking forward to it, but they didn't give me that opportunity to see to witness. Interesting. Um, yeah, like I said, I actually Kura is winning all the way, but she just failed to capture the queen to e6. I feel like just the moment he captured the queen, then it's an easy win for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Congrats, congrats.
Yes. Hi,
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom.
hey, I'm back. Congrats, Kuro.
Hello,
Congrats,
Tom.
Gandhi. Actually, even making it to top 16, it's really amazing because throughout this whole
Mhm.
tournament, there were about 50,000 participants in the qualifiers. So, congrats to both participants and Kuro to advancing to top 8. Before we take a quick break, I just want to reiterate, really exciting, probably the most exciting activation for Anichess since we launched this PvP game in November last year. So it's only been a few months. We are hosting, we're streaming with Magnus Carlsen the GOAT next Thursday. So follow us on Twitch, follow us on X. If you go to our Annie Chess website right now anichess.com. You can definitely try our game for free. And you can also join our community by going to our Discord channel. On anichess.com, there should be a Discord icon on the bottom. Join our community and create this game together. This is our beautiful website. A few things I want to highlight quickly. Obviously, top right, that's where you play, and you can log in with actually your chess.com account, or other popular social logins as well, such as Facebook, Google, Discord, and X. Um, Another place that's very interesting is there's a guide on the top navigation on the right. And if you go to the guide, there are information about spells, updates in our game. So the spells that we were going over in the stream. If you want to win, the next $10,000 prize pool, or maybe even more, who knows? Um, get familiar with the spells and practice by signing up on anichess.com. 9 spells now, but something we want to innovate with you guys, with the community, is inventing new spells. So Karamiru is part of a community. RSL is one of our ambassadors. They're working closely with us to create new spells, create our own variant of chess together. And that's kind of the magic on top of chess. Very proud partners of chess.com. Thank you so much, chess.com, for hosting us. We will have a very exciting match actually after this break, featuring RSL and Carameiro. So they'll play a game before we end today's stream. Again, next week, semifinals. I think top 8 will be Monday, same time, right? And then the semifinal and finals will be on Tuesday. So we're not going to stream all the top 16 matches due to time conflict of scheduling. Many of these players are in different places in the world, so um, everyone's welcome to play Anichess, and we're looking forward to you guys joining our game, our community, and follow us on social. Okay, let's take a quick break. And actually, we're not only online. Actually, a few of us will be at live events the next couple of weeks. One of our product team members, Robin, he'll be at the CoinX sponsored NCFP National Age Group Chess Championships um, in Dagatan, San Jose, Batangas, in Philippines. So look for us there if you're in the Philippines. And I'll actually also be at another event next week, and it is in Singapore. So more details to come. It is at the 76 National Schools Individual 2025. And we're working with the Singapore Chess Federation for the championship, and Anichess will have a booth there. Come try our game. We'll be featuring Mr. Tin Jin Yao, top player in Singapore. So come play Anichess with Jin Yao um, and try out the game there. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. We'll be back for another exciting match. Hey, welcome back, guys. Um, as we start the match with Caramiro and RSL, just wanted to. A lot of people asking, hey, what's Anichess? Basically, we're a chess variant with spells, and we've been building this game for over a year. Most of you guys might know us from early last year, where we released these puzzles where you can play and win digital asset rewards. And in November, we released the PvP game you're seeing today. So we're still very, very early. If you actually start playing the game, you can see there's only four modes. Quick match, you're matching with someone um, quickly, and then there's also rank match, which affects your elo. Then you can do friend match and bot match. So let's stick it to the final match today, RSL and Karamiro. I don't know if they're gonna commentate our banter, but I'll let them speak.
Hi, hi. Hello. So, guys, I think this is our moment to prove who's got the better
Yeah.
Anichess skills. So, right
All
now
right,
we're
let's
playing
go.
3 plus 2. Yeah, 3
Uh,
plus 2. So, it's a bullet. And basically,
Bullet.
Arizal is using the shot in the dot. Ah, you see. Okay.
Yeah. Are you shot in the dark, parkour mech, and house recruit, guys?
I'm using the chaotic spell or the aggressive type of spell, basically. And knowing that I have Bishop and Imposter, so I'm trying to like waiting for a perfect moment to apply my skills. We're just I mean, this is just chill, guys. If he wanted to castle, then I mean, I'm okay with that. Oh,
Oh.
okay, okay. But
Okay.
originally, guys, that was only a bluff because
Oh
my true
my.
intention is to imposter his rook on h1, which is something you can apply, guys, if you're using an imposter. And then
Yeah,
later
yeah.
on, you can just capture the rook on a8. I mean, I still, I'm still not yet sure of what's gonna happen because of yeah, because of the parkour mech. What if? I mean, I
I
think
really
I'm
hate
forced
imposter.
to. I think podcast is really good with the imposter. I, I'm and just try to castle just to avoid unnecessary swapping of rooks and
Okay.
g5. Of course, if you wanted to use the shot to the jack, you have to move forward your pieces, right? Especially your knights. Okay, let's
I'm
try
trying
a
to.
breakthrough.
Okay, try to.
Okay,
Try to.
straightening, and I feel like I can just capture it.
Hey, I know our stream is ending anytime. You guys will probably continue playing, but I just want to thank all the audiences watching today. Tune in again on Monday. We'll be actually doing the quarterfinals, and you'll see us again. And we're very excited to host the quarterfinals, semifinals. Come to anychess.com um, or go to Twitch/anychess game. Is that the URL? Let me double check. Also, follow us on Twitch. Let me see here. And of course, chess.com TV as well. So,
Yeah, alright.
Follow us on Twitch. Follow us. Join us in the Discord server, and you can just chat me anytime, guys, if you want to play against me. And
No, no. Oh my goodness.
I'm just trying to save my queen, and probably will be using some interesting. I'm not yet doing anything. I'm just attacking your
Okay.
queen.
What the? Ooh.
Queen
Don't have time. I
e2.
don't have time. I don't have time, guys. Okay, that's it. That. Oh my good.
And then another knight takes c2.
I still have
You still, I guess you
house
still
recruit,
have
guys.
parkour mech. Oh, house recruit. Unfair. What do I
But
have?
Final minute.
Um,
Final minute for Karamiru. 30 seconds left for RSL. Let's go. Thousands of audience are figuring out who will win.
okay, you don't have time, guys.
okay, so my only hope is my rook, and I need to take care of it. Okay, I think you're doing some. I feel like you're about to use the shot in the dark spell. Th- Oh my goodness. Wait. I think I'll do
Let's go
something
in the
like
dark.
this.
Let's go.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen to me. So let's say a4 h4.
Don't have time, guys. What if?
Okay, so move away.
Love to see if you guys have any questions, viewers from chess.com TV and Twitch. Join our community on Discord. You'll see a bunch of us on that team trying to answer questions. We can play quick matches. Very excited to onboard new players to Anichess. Uh, as what Magnus said, the most interesting chess variant, and we'll
Let's
have
see.
him on next Thursday.
All right, let's go. Shot in the
RSL.
dark. Shot
Shot
in the
in the
dark,
dark.
guys. Shot in
O-
the.
Okay, this
Okay.
is crazy. So I don't know what to do now. You only have one shot in the dark.
Oh, my time.
Oh,
Uh,
hey! Nice game, Aracel. Nice game.
Nice game, nice
congrats.
game.
Thank you guys, Karamiru, RSL. It's been an awesome evening of you guys.
Mhm.
Thank you, all the
Yeah, thank.
audience from chess.com, from Twitch. I'm Tom from Anichess, and also tons of teammates behind the scenes. Come check out our game at anichess.com. Sign up, play for free, and you might maybe get a match with Magnus. Who knows? Or
Yeah,
maybe win
I'm really
10,000 dollars.
excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to see Magnus play Anichess.
Yeah, that'll
Me
be
too.
game
The
changing.
goat.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys. It's
Thank you,
Anichess,
guys. We'll
not just
mhm.
any chess.
We'll be back next Monday with more Anichess action. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.